Welcome to Beyond the Headlines, where we break down today's local news stories with our very own reporters. I'm Brianna Rittman.
And I'm Cameron Main. Today's big stories are the Peoria Public School District moving forward with the same calendar.
Then the Normal Fire Department offering free installations of fire alarms to residents.
And checking in on East Peoria as it begins to transform into a winter wonderland.
Well, our first local story of the day puts Cameron in the hot seat as we check in with the Peoria Public Schools after their school board meeting yesterday evening. So Cameron, what is this calendar and what's the big deal?
So basically, parents will know about this calendar change that happened roughly around 4 years ago. Depends on when you want to count the years. It's 4 years, 3 years ago, somewhere, again, how you count the years. But basically, it changed the fall and spring holidays, and it was now there's a 2-week holiday in the spring, 2-week holiday in the fall, and they've made some changes to the summer and winter holiday, but the main change is the summer holiday is quite shorter than usual. And obviously this year they started in July. They're planning to start sometime August 3rd of next year.
Wow.
And then get out sometime very early June. So there's only really a couple of months there. And this has been a problem for some parents. They've raised issues. Their concerns have mainly been with, when it's in the summertime, it's really hot. Has there been air conditioning in the buses?
Okay.
Is there proper air conditioning? Is it getting too hot? There's kind of a safety concern there. One of the major concerns is more with childcare.
Right.
And so basically some of these parents aren't able to get time off. They're not able to get that time to be able to take care of the kids for the full 2 weeks. And I believe is the law here, if you're under the age of 13
Wow.
or somewhere under in that regard, you can't be just left alone, right?
Right.
So that's a big question. And basically they've had this calendar that some parents have, outwardly opposed, but they're moving forward with it for another 2 years. And that was approved just last night.
Okay, so far, what are opponents and proponents saying about this calendar?
Well, proponents, again, they're talking about the childcare stuff, but or opponents. The proponents, so people that support this, most of the time, I got to talk to Dr. Karat today, and she explained it that basically since they've seen the calendar introduced, they've seen pretty good things. She kind of pushes back against the childcare cost, because they have their own program where they work with their community partners to get kids to do stuff during that time. And so there are some things that the school is trying to do to make it a little bit easier for parents. But overall, Dr. Karat really appreciates what they have been able to achieve thanks to this calendar. She says it's helped them in a bunch of statistics, and their numbers are going up in the right ways and down in the right ways, if that makes sense.
Right.
It's a genuine. She's very happy with it, but it does have some pushback from, and it only passed on a 5-2 vote. There were 2 board members that opposed it, so it wasn't like it was a unanimous vote to move this forward. But also another big critique from the parents is they didn't really hear anything about this. The agenda was dropped on the weekend, and then they voted it on Monday, and then parents, well, they didn't really get to talk about it, have a say in it, have a town hall.
And I'm preparing for Thanksgiving, and you just dropped this.
Yeah, that's where some of them were at.
Well, what happens next now that it's moved forward for the next year?
Well,
2 years.
The thing is, one thing that they really stressed throughout the meeting is that it's not set in stone.
Okay.
It can be, you can finagle a little bit with it. You can move it around. You can adjust it if you want to, if it pleases. They would have to change it in the agenda, but they could. And one of the key points they're thinking of going back to it, at least from the opponent side, is when leadership changes, because Dr. Karat, she's the outgoing superintendent. She'll be gone pretty soon, and they'll have a new superintendent if everything works out properly.
Right. All right, well, switching gears here. Cameron, you play a lot of video games.
That's true.
So what do you think of this new one where you do nothing? Coconut Simulator 2 is exactly what it sounds like. You are a coconut on a beach doing absolutely nothing. This is a sequel to the original Coconut Simulator from Dynamic Games.
The new version comes with more realistic graphics, better controls, and 5 character skins.
If you'd rather not be a coconut, the company also has games where you can be a stump, some grass, a pumpkin, or a cactus.
I will have to say the creativity of video games have gotten to an insane level, especially because, you know, back in the day, video games were so limited by the technology,
Right.
and you'd be like, this would be so awesome if you could actually do more with it, or
And
you
now
could
they're doing
have
less.
more space. They have like the entire world of video games to work. Obviously, there's, you
Right.
know, you need a team and you need the talent to do it. But in theory, you could do a lot of things right now,
Right.
and that wouldn't be my first game pitch.
Okay, right.
Yeah.
Well, when we come back on the other headlines, we've got Austin Feeman talking about the Normal Fire Department's new initiative.
Welcome back. Here's our next local story of the day. The Normal Fire Department offering residents free fire alarm installations. How about that?
How about that? Austin Feeman joins us now from our Twin Cities newsroom to discuss why this is important to Normal residents' safety. So, Austin, why are they offering free fire alarms?
Yeah, thank you, Cameron, Brianna. So they're offering these free fire alarms because the more working fire alarms on your home, the safer it is. You know, alarms give extra time in case of a house fire for you to escape. You know, it gives you that warning, hey, there's some smoke happening. It gives you time to get out of the house before the smoke gets too toxic or the fire maybe blocks the door of the room that you're in. And you know, with holidays, coming up, more cooking fires, more home fires are happening or more common. And so everyone is just safer with working fire alarms. And you know, some people might not be able to afford to put new batteries in their fire alarms or have fire alarms in general. Maybe they've just been sitting on their ceiling completely dead for however long. This gives people a chance to have working fire alarms and keeps everyone safer in the end in the event of a home fire.
So, who can get one and how? How can if I'm living in Normal right now, how do I get a fire alarm for free?
Yeah, so basically, residents of Normal are only allowed to get these fire alarms as of now. You know, other fire departments may join in and do the same thing, but as of right now, Normal Fire Department is the one doing it, and residents of Normal are able to get free fire alarm checks and installations of new fire alarms. You can reach out to the Normal Fire Department or go to their website and fill out the form. They will come out to your house. A firefighter will come out to your house. They will do their check or they will do their install, and that's it. It's completely free of charge for anyone, no questions asked. They are replacing your fire alarms with 10-year battery fire alarms. Basically, these new fire alarms, you will not have to change the battery at all. These batteries are lasting for 10 years, and unlike a normal fire alarm where you have to change the battery about every 6 months, these ones, you put it on the ceiling and you leave it be with the occasional check just to make sure it's working every now and then. The only time you'll ever have to replace a battery is when you replace the entire unit after 10 years. So it's really giving people that chance to have that security for 10 years, and then if they want to again, they can replace it again with the Normal Fire Department in 10 years if they're still offering this program, and they'll be able to keep themselves and their families safe from house fires.
Okay, awesome. Well, how's the fire department able to supply all these fire alarms? Where are they getting them from?
Yeah, so all these fire alarms are coming from two different programs. The programs are run by the Illinois State Fire Safety Alliance and the Red Cross. Both of them supply these fire alarms to Normal Fire Department completely free to the Normal Fire Department, and they're just passing those savings along to the people of the community. So it's really a win-win for everyone. The fire department will be able to save more people because they'll have more of a warning for the house that could be on fire. And then, yeah, so you can go to their website, you can fill out their form, and they will come out to your house. And you'll get a few of these fire alarms from these programs completely free of charge to keep you and your family safe.
Sounds like a great program, Austin. Thanks for breaking that down and letting the normal people know. Well, the normal residents, not just normal people.
Like
about this
myself.
program. Thank you so much. Well, this came just in time for the holidays, as Disney parks are taking it to another level, just like Normal is taking their smoke alarms to another level.
They are.
They have revealed the next generation of animatronics.
This robotic Olaf movie moves on his own. He's designed to make gestures just like the character in Frozen would.
Imagineers used a type of artificial intelligence called reinforcement learning. They say it pushes the limits of the hardware to achieve the creative intent of the artists.
Olaf will be making limited time appearances in different sections of the world of Frozen at Disneyland, Paris, and Hong Kong Disneyland soon.
Okay, so neither of the Disneylands that we could get to anytime soon.
Can't get it in Orlando, can't get it in California.
Now.
Womp.
And I can only travel to Paris. I can't even travel to Hong Kong.
You can't?
Well, yeah, because I think there's like a visa limitation thing because I'm not a U.S. citizen. If I travel to a foreign enemy, I believe, then I can't
we
basically
need to
come
keep you
back
here.
to America. They'll be like, so you went to Iraq. Why did you go to Iraq as a non-U.S. citizen? Well, I haven't been to Iraq, by the way. Just wanted to let people know this.
The more you
This is
know.
hypothetical. Let's just end it. All right, we've got one more local
They're
story for
yelling in your
you
ear.
when we return on Beyond the Headlines. We're sitting down with Alex Berger to talk about East Peoria's transformation into a winter wonderland. We'll be back.
Welcome back. Our final local story of the day takes place in East Peoria, where the city is transforming into a winter wonderland.
Alex Berger joins us now to share all the details that he has learned. All right, Alex, talk about Felipe Winter Wonderland. What is it?
Wait, say it again.
What?
Say Felipe again.
Felipe?
Okay, I liked how you said it. Felipe.
Felipe.
Sleepy.
So basically, Felipe's Winter Wonderland is the stationary version of the Festival of Lights. So we had the Festival of Lights parade this past Saturday.
Okay.
You may have seen some WMBD personnel there. Basically, this is where people can go up and pay. It's about $10 per person or per car for just regular sized cars to go through and look at a whole lot of lights. So this is it, pre-lit. It's not, lit up because it's not dark yet, and it's also not set to open until Black Friday, but that is coming up soon. And it's just, it's just an annual thing that a lot of people like to do. There's so much to see in it. There's a new, even if you've been through this like 30 times, I mean, you'll still find something very new. So.
You said we'll still find something very new. Is that what draws people to it each year?
I think yes, that, and also there's just not really anything like this around here. This is a 1 million light event or show.
1 million.
There's 1 million lights in there.
Wow.
Wow, let's see if we can
That's
make it
like more
5.
than some countries.
That's true.
Right.
That's
More than
actually-
the
their
population
population.
of Wyoming.
and it's all set up
Montana.
by 8 to 10 people.
Producer, can
It's-
you
yeah.
tell us which states have less population than lights at the Winter Wonderland?
And keep in mind, it's 1 million. So keep that in
Yeah,
mind.
keep in mind it's 1 million.
But so kind of going off of that, it's kind of a nice thing that you can just put on some Christmas music or something, or whatever music you want to put on. We'd always put on like the local, because we used to go to it a lot when we were real young, right? And we would put on like the hits of the time. And I remember the song "I'm Yours" by Jason Mraz was really big, and so like that. I think of the Winter Wonderland when I think of that, just because that was playing on the radio a lot.
Nostalgia.
Exactly.
And you grew up watching this all
yeah.
the time, right?
Yeah, we
What-
would go pretty much every year when I was young.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
what's it like seeing it in this state? Do you think it's better? Do you think it's worse? What do you think it is?
I think it just gets better each year, truthfully. It's something, like I mentioned, you can just find something different about it. I love seeing the different light displays that they add each year. It's not, now they don't have like a new one all the time, but because a lot of them, they've been running since the 80s or even before. So it's just really cool to see.
Yeah. So What is your favorite part of the Winter Wonderland then?
My favorite, so I got two.
Okay.
Okay. My two favorites, I love the skier. Now for
course.
anyone who hasn't been there, the skier is basically, you kind of saw a little bit in that video. It looks like he's skiing off the cliff, which is kind of fun. I always thought that was a cute thing as a kid. And then I like the purple people eater as well.
One eye, one horn,
Yep.
flying purple people eater.
They got a light of that, and there's a big. It's really fun because it looks like it's like eating. It kind of looks like, for any gamers out there, like Doom. It looks like the little Doom monster with the one eye.
Yeah.
That's what it looks
One eye,
like.
one horn, flying purple people eater.
Exactly.
From elementary school days.
That was so when I was a kid, my grandpa, I mean, he was big into like blues because he played in a blues band, played in Brewster Alley here in Peoria, but he would show me all these blues songs, and of course that's a classic song, blues song. So he would show that to me, and I remember as a kid I was like, "What? That's what that is!"
Wow.
Whoa,
Wow.
that
I
was
might
kind
have
of
to go
scary.
then.
It's really interesting. I mean, it's it's not just geared for families. It's a great thing for for couples or for you know what. Even one person could go by themselves. If you're bored, if you're by yourself or something, you just want something to do.
And you just want to see the 1 million lights that
Yeah.
have more population
Then
than
Montana.
the state of Wyoming. We're still waiting on that fact check. We're still waiting on that.
But yeah, if you were at the Festival of Lights and you were like, "Ooh, I'd like to see these not moving," then
That's the place to go.
This is there's no better event.
you're trading places with the lights because now you're moving when you go through. So.
All right. Well, before we go, Krispy Kreme is teaming up with Peanuts to release their new holiday donut line.
Yes, dude.
Features 5 festive donuts, including a Snoopy cookies and cream, a Charlie Brown ornament filled with brownie batter filling.
A Christmas wreath donut with buttercream icing, a Santa belly donut filled with white cream, and a sprinkled donut.
That's yummy. Fans can grab a dozen in a special commemorative box starting November 29th.
When it's Alex and Cameron, I don't know why I'm even here. Why am I here?
That's all we do, man. That's all we do.
Can you do a good Cookie Monster, like eating the crispy
cookie?
Krispy Kreme
Donuts will do.
donut filled with Charlie Brown? Yummy.
It's
This is what I deal
shirt
with.
too.
It's just,
On a day-to-day basis.
Yeah.
Yeah,
But
this
hey,
is-
how cool to have a Snoopy donut.
that is pretty
Right.
cool.
Poor Snoopy gets eaten. But
And
hey,
cookies and cream is a good.
I don't know how I
perfect.
feel about donuts and brownie batter.
Do you
Like, I
think-
like both, but I don't know if I want them together.
if it's good, it's good. But it is interesting.
Do you think they'll have more sales than the population of Wyoming?
More than 1 million.
Sorry, Wyoming.
Thank you for joining us for today's Beyond the Headlines.
You can find all these stories and more over on our website, ciproud.com.
Breaking news and weather updates 24/7. Log on to ciproud.com and download the free CI Proud to Go mobile app.